Yeah.
So, I
don't actually.
I work at a public school. Really now I already lost.
You know what?
After school program, how they react if I want.
Guys, what is going on? We are not walking in.
No, nobody, nobody was over there. Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, I knocked on.
The live stream is now on.
I was trying to get your camera for a while, and then I looked at after.
Sounds good. Okay.
Should be also. I showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, you made great.
No, yeah,
Josh. Where's your green?
Yeah, what's your green game?
I don't got any. What? Everyone gets a century. That's like. It doesn't mean anymore. No, I know.
You ever have hot sample? It's like all system. Yeah, so like. And for geography class.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't put midterm grades and he doesn't grade anything or responded.
Meeting order, roll call.
Senator Anderson,
Here.
Senator Otwa, Senator Ballschmider, here, Senator Bolio, here, Senator Barazzi, Senator Bedrin,
Here.
Senator Bouchard, here, Senator Branchard, Senator Brown, here, Senator Kate,
Here.
Senator Daniels, here, Senator Demers, here, Senator Dias, Senator Dillon,
Here.
Senator Del Nascimento, Senator Farrell,
Here.
Senator Gagnon, here, Senator Godek,
Here.
Senator Goodman,
Here.
Senator Gudick,
Here.
Senator Guzman, here, Senator Joseph, Senator Contos, here, Senator Lemieux, here, Senator Lipscomb,
Here.
Senator Maki,
Here.
Senator Mazzaferro, here, Senator Umbasam, Senator Miller, Senator Noonan, Senator O'Connor, Senator Oros, here, Senator Pavlik,
Here.
Senator Ritchie,
Here.
Senator Scorpa,
Here.
Senator Sidlecki, here, Senator Silver, here, Senator, sorry, Senator Spalding,
Here.
Chairperson Lucier,
Here.
Secretary Bronson, Secretary Tilday, Chairperson Greenwood, Chairperson McKiernan,
Here.
Treasurer Thurston,
Present.
Chairperson Amaya,
Here.
Vice President Boudier,
Here.
President Kaufman.
Present. All right, sorry for the late start today, everyone. I'll just be honest, that was my bad. So at this time, I'm gonna move to amend the agenda to strike the Senator of the Month award.
Second.
Hearing a second, I was having printer issues. I'll just leave it at that. So, we'll do that next week. Are there any questions, comments about that? Sorry about that, guys. We'll do a voice vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Those abstaining? Motion passes. Okay, next, moving to the acceptance of the minutes from the 3/3/2026 meeting. At this time, I move to accept those minutes. Hearing a second, are there any additions, revisions, or deletion to that set of minutes? Seeing none, we'll do a voice vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Those abstaining? Motion passes. Next, we're gonna move into new and existing business. We have two discussions today. But I'm gonna start before I hand the floor off to Vice President Matthews about campus safety. I think right now, the most important thing for us is to first off, get the facts straight, and second off, listen to Vice President Matthews. For this safety discussion, typically I do open the floor for questions. I really, really trust you all to listen to his point of view as a representative of the university and look at the information coming to us from the state police and the Hampden County District Attorney's Office. Vice President Matthews can only share certain information legally. And the authority figures are sharing whatever information they can share with us at this time. So there really isn't a lot that we can ask questions on, besides what they're willing to share. So I'm gonna move right after I give him the floor. I'm gonna move to the next discussion. If you have questions, email us, email Greg, but we're not gonna waste time on that. We need to get this information out to our constituents right now because there is a lot of stuff going on, a lot of people saying stuff that is just simply not true. And Greg will go into this a little bit more, but if our safety procedures were not good enough as they are now, then something worse would most likely have had happen. So please keep that in mind. People are saying we need to be more safe. We need to look at new things, stuff like that. The reason why something bad most likely didn't happen is because we have these policies. I'm just going to say it flat out as it is. So whatever's going around in the student body and stuff like that, you all as representatives of the student senate need to start correcting that narrative because that narrative is just wrong. So I'm going to hand the floor over to Vice President Matthews.
Okay. Well, that was well said, right? And it's really just to make sure that the facts are in place. And as Cam said, really, most of what we can talk about is publicly available information, right? Anything else that happens or could happen in the future is not necessarily public, and it's intended not to be public if there's an investigation going on, right? But what I want to assure everybody of is that when we discovered that a student had illegal items in a room, we took immediate action, right? And so our friends in public safety also assisted with that. And so it was taken care of promptly, right? But then when you have a situation like this, people start wondering about safety in general, right? I've had conversations with parents and students that have gone along the lines of, well, like badges, right? The badge, or I should say badge up bears process was something that was started before this event happened, right? Where we discovered that there was contraband in a room. But it intersects, right? And so the questions that people have are, okay, so you protect yourself from the outside, but what about the inside? And that's what Cam is talking about, is we have, and are incredibly lucky to have very talented public safety people, right? So we've got the community service officers, and we have sworn officers who are actual police officers. And so those people are always in place. Now, many of you live in the residence halls, right? Some of you may be RAs. Any of you? Yes, I knew that. Okay, thank you. Okay, and so RAs have duty, as do the RDs, as do I, in the evenings, where we go through the buildings and there are safety checks. There are people in place for any and all events that could potentially happen while people are on campus. That kind of a safety set of protocols allows us to be significantly safer than if you were, in many cases, in your own home, right? If you were to think about this, we do health and safety checks of rooms. That may be very irritating to people from time to time when that happens. But when somebody hangs something from fire safety equipment, or if you have something that's not supposed to be in a room like we discovered there, those are the things that are in place that help us see those things in advance. And that in fact makes you safer than if you were in a neighborhood where you never ever get to see that kind of thing, right? So I understand that people have certain feelings, and those are okay, right? You can have the feelings that you have, but with these facts that are in place, the protocols that exist are ones that do keep people safe on the campus to the best of our ability, right? We also have resources on campus because sometimes the things that you hear can be unexpected, right? They're things that you may not have encountered before or even thought about before in your general life. We have resources in terms of our health services. If people want to talk about anything, and they have offered out to me to say to you that in some instances, they will change the way they do their services if there are people that just want to do drop-ins in locations that might not be in health services. This is something you guys can talk about among yourself, but they've had group settings where they can be in private places where people can just drop in to talk about their feelings in the moment. They don't necessarily want to go through long-term counseling, but they have a feeling about things. They just need to talk about that with a professional. So if those are things that we think the campus needs, I can help to set that up with our people over in health services. Outside of that, there really isn't a whole lot to say that isn't public in the news right now. So if you've read the articles, you know, there was bail set with conditions, right? And so that's what we know at this point. And as other information becomes public, we will let you know and let the community know. But for now, there is no present threat. The person is incarcerated. So that is until further notice. That's all we know. Now, I'm okay with a couple of questions if people have them, because we want clarity. Right?
Yeah.
So that's up to you. How do you want to handle it?
I will open the floor for a few questions. Okay.
Okay. I would encourage you all to do as Cam suggested, is just to make sure that when people are talking about things, what I told you is actually what we know in the moment, right? And so everything else is just pending other actions within the court system at this point. But there isn't any present danger here. And the people that are supporting you in terms of safety and our public safety people who are some are present. And I appreciate the work that you guys do. It's going to be the way it's been, right? Always, and we'll continue those protocols. Oh, I would be remiss if I didn't bring this up. All of you guys have the app on your phone, right? Okay. If you don't, you should get that. For any reason, if you are uncomfortable, that gives you instant access to our safety people, right? And so when you hear the see something, say something, if you do in fact see something that concerns you, just be vocal about it, right? And you've got people who will respond should you need it. Yes.
You said the app, what's the app's name?
It's the Rave app,
Uni alert.
the WNE alert.
Yeah.
I think I've got. Have you seen this at all?
Yeah,
Chief
we had-
came in to give
We
a,
had a
Okay.
presentation.
Right, and so if you keep that active, then you should be able to make immediate connections with people that you need, whether it's your own health or things that you see going on around you that you're concerned about. Thank you, good point. Other things? Great,
okay.
Thank you, Greg.
Yeah,
thank you, everyone.
Yeah, please don't take what I said also as like minimizing anyone's feelings of unsafe. Like that is totally a natural feeling too, which is why I wanted Greg to talk about like the health services and other resources that are being offered in a time like this. But the hyperbole that is going on within the student body is absolutely ridiculous. It needs to tone it down a little bit. So we're gonna move on to the swipe access. This conversation is also something that we have talked about before. So please, if you're going to mention the CSP doors, the side door on Herman, and what's the other one?
The dining hall,
Handicap
accessibility.
accessibility. Don't mention them again. We already know that that is an issue. We said it last time. We said it would be an issue at the launch. They were not fixed. We know they were not fixed, and they've been complained about. But are there any other issues? Yes.
So I was here last week, working for admissions for the soft launch. It was already alerted right away to public safety, but enrollment services, I tried to swipe in because thought I had to go bring something there to admissions. I could not get in there. I don't know, I know that they were working on trying to get it fixed, but that was an issue.
Is it fixed now, do you know?
I have no clue. I've never found out if it truly was or not.
Do you
Cause
know
I
if
just,
Other people had the same issue.
I have not heard anything since. Cause that was again, the first day of it like starting. The second piece was, it was also on the same day, the gym with the swipe access. If you went to swipe in, you swipe in and it's one door unlocks. That's it. But I've heard now since then it's been unlocked.
Okay.
Okay.
But I feel like having that one just being unlocked without there being like a tracking system of who's in and who's out of there is a concern.
Go back to the first thing that you said.
Yes,
You're talking about the welcome center?
enrollment services, so on the library.
That there's been a version of that we heard about with faculty and staff at the dining hall. So that might actually be a widespread issue with certain places and certain people. So we'll check in on that. Any other,
So I work in the financial aid office down underneath the library, and I also could not get into my job yesterday.
Okay,
Okay.
that's good to know.
So, yeah. Senator Schmidt, go ahead.
I just want to say, I admire what the interim president is trying to do, but I don't think that WNE is in a spot where we can do it right at this moment. So my question is, why was this so rushed when we clearly aren't able to keep some of these places open?
I don't know. I hope that the delay would fix these issues because we discussed them before the delay happened, but yeah.
So I had a meeting with Chief Ford today, and I want to assure everyone here, and you can relay this to your constituencies as well. This was not rushed. It's not sudden. This has been in the works for about 3 years since Chief Ford has taken a position as the Chief of Public Safety. So this is not rushed. It has been a long time coming. It's just, it was started this week. So we're trying to ask questions to you guys to figure out where the gaps are and how it's operating and see if we can address those. So I guess we're all kind of trial running it together.
Yeah. Yes.
I think, and this is the kind of thing, because we propped the door open today, is that people were having problems with the door at Emerson where the education department is, so they had to go all the way inside and around instead of being able to directly get into that department.
The one that's next to the CSB entrance?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But you said you propped the door open,
They ended up propping the door open so we could get in.
which is funny because the whole point is that that's
Okay,
not happening.
we'll note that one down too. It was the same as. Any other issues?
Financial aid and home services.
Yeah. So,
Just for like the badges itself, because I know your guys' badges are thicker and work a little bit better than maybe some of the newer ones. I know personally, I've had to scan in today the multiple doors like over 3 times, especially CSP. Like my badge won't work unless I scan it like 3 times, go to the door, check it, and then continue to try to scan.
mine, when I was rushing up here, even though I do have one of the thicker ones, it was doing the same thing.
Wait,
Right, okay.
are you saying that newer IDs are smaller and less
Yeah.
effective?
Mine
Yeah,
does that
I mean,
too.
Is that a thing? Correct?
Yeah, same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, the new ones are not as powerful in terms of their signal.
Yes.
Like this is advice, somebody told me that if you put it directly in the middle of the scanner, that it works better, and I found that has helped me get more.
Yeah, I mean, I do all the tips and tricks, but you know, they work when they want to.
Yeah.
Law Riv is the same way. Getting into Law Riv takes you at least like 5 to 10 seconds just for like our ID cards to actually scan on the thing, no matter if it's in like the dead center or not.
Yeah. Okay. Nicole.
People who may not, like have a place to put their ID and are carrying it with them all the time, is there something that's available like Greg has for students to get to put it in, or is that something that they would have to like buy themselves?
Cool.
Do we sell that at the bookstore?
Yeah, it's genius. I like that.
It works even less well when it's in this though.
Okay.
I got mine at the say when I don't know where it's gonna be available.
To answer your question though, I don't think so, not like available on campus, but there's probably something you can get on Amazon, or maybe somewhere else, maybe at like Walmart or something.
If a club is tabling, a lot of the time they give those things that you stick on the back of your phone. That might be helpful.
Yeah. Yes.
I spoke to, I apologize for getting name, but who's in charge of Connect, and we spoke to her about the badge thingies yesterday, and so they're planning to make some of those to distribute.
Okay.
Like those sleeves?
Nice, perfect, okay. Okay, any other questions, comments about swipe access? Infrastructure issues? Okay, seeing none, we're going to move on to budgets. I'm gonna hand the board of treasurer Thurston.
Perfect, thank you. So we're gonna start with Baja's additional. At this time, I make the recommendation to additionally allocate SAE Baja $3,000.
So moved.
Second.
Hearing a second, I'll allocate, I'll uncap the time before yours.
Okay, perfect. Shouldn't take too long. But SAE Baja has found themselves in a position where they need a new, more efficient welder, specifically to weld aluminum parts for their car. This is a $3,000 additional allocation that reflects 50% of the cost of the welder, as they will be funding the remaining 50%, which also follows the financial standard of what we had done with other clubs, specifically cheer. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
Yes.
Oh, and dance, excuse me. Ahmed, do you have anything you'd like to offer?
Well, I think you explained it beautifully, but I just want to add, we have a pretty large team, I don't know, just to kind of show what we're working on, we're making 2 cars right now. I don't know if people know that, we're working on 2. So some people in the beginning where we thought, oh, we put out more than the 2, but I think we just need a bigger board, right? And that's kind of the wisdom, so like, what's that makes sense? That's a really stupid analogy, but I hope that kind of makes a little sense. Yeah.
Any questions or comments? I have a question. When's the merch fundraiser coming?
I was hoping you would ask me, because I'm talking with our guy today, so.
Okay.
That's gonna be either this week or next week. We have merch. Like, obviously, one right now, and then we have some more supporters, like logos in the back, the student senate logo is on there. So if you guys want merch, I will tell Cam to send you that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions, or comments? Okay, seeing none, there's a poll in the group B.
In the chat. Remember that if you are on Baja, you should abstain from voting.
Yes. Here's, we
There's
have
34
34
votes.
yes and for 1 abstention. We can close the poll.
Okay.
With 35 yes votes, 0 no votes, and 1 abstention, the motion passes.
Congrats on the.
Yeah. We cannot wait to see what you guys do with that and go look at the competition this
Yeah,
year.
I have a request for more car edits posted on my Instagram.
Ooh, I will let them know, we do need to, I didn't forget, yeah, we'll get you behind the wheel.
Yeah, okay.
It's gonna be a great again.
I will not crash the car, I promise, guys.
It's fun to do that, though.
Okay. Next, we're gonna move to the biology club initial allocation.
I'm gonna start by asking if there's a representative here. Perfect, thank you. At this time, I make the recommendation to initially allocate biology club $214.19. So
Second, hearing a second, I'm gonna uncap the time again. What was yours?
perfect. I found that the biology club has shown great dedication towards their club and has taken the proactive steps towards preparing for an event. Due to this, we have decided to allocate them this amount, giving them the ability to hold their first event on campus. They just activated a few weeks ago. So I'm very surprised to see this work, and I look forward to what you'll bring.
Are there any questions, comments, or the representative, if you wish to speak, you're more than welcome to.
I wanted to say thank you for bringing this up during this meeting, because I know that we're very behind. Since we just became a club near the tail end of last semester, it's my apologies that we're so behind on scheduling for this event, but I promise that in the future we'll be much more proactive about everything.
Thank you.
I will say for a club that started at the end of a semester, typically getting any event done
Yeah.
isn't behind.
Yeah.
So, great job for at least trying like that. That's a lot of hard work and dedication goes into that. So
Do you know-
please know that.
Do you like a date for your event yet?
April 11th.
Okay, we'll be sure to push that out here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And could you state your name for the minutes?
Jordan Wilcox.
Thank you. Yes.
Just a question. I wanted to clarify, because I'm pretty sure this is true, but I'm not 100%. Do club collaborations with other clubs count as an event for the club that like is not running, but just collaborating with the other
Yes.
club?
Yes.
Okay,
As long as it's like an actual collaboration, and you don't just put your name on it.
okay.
Like WDK playing an event.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions or comments? Okay, seeing none, the poll will go up. With 35 yes votes, 0 no votes, and 0 abstentions, the motion passes. Yeah, thank you to the biology club. We cannot wait to see all you do with your first event this upcoming, or in these upcoming weeks. Next, we're gonna move to visitors' comments. Are there any visitors' comments at this time? Yes.
Yes, my name is Eric Puffer. I'm speaking on behalf of WNEK because we have a topic that has come to our attention with a new change of how revenue is done this semester. Going with the years priors, since we have a large revenue with our DJ contracts of providing music and other DJ for other clubs' events, after the cutoff date of April 17th, we will not be able to, allocate or do our revenue. Our issue comes with, we have at the moment 4 events that we have, I believe we've started the contracts already for, that we would be providing DJ for. We cannot finalize that number until after the deadline, as we do include the setup and breakdown of it. I just wanted to get the conversation started of how would revenue look like going forward if we do something past that cutoff point.
Yeah.
Richardson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. You can get approval still through the Senate and our office to purchase after that. The reason for the time is because not only are budgets for next year due, but we close out the year so that way Senate can take a look at what clubs have spent and help them gauge on how to allocate out for the future. But that there are exceptions that are made for clubs. We just need to know about it ahead of time, and you need to build it into your budget when you give us your finalized budget for the year. So just a note off to the side saying like, this is gonna come in later and this is how we're gonna spend it.
If you need additional clarification or questions and stuff like that, reach out to Treasurer Thurston. We'll make sure that we can work with you on that. That is separate from like the change in the policy for like the rollover though. So please keep in mind, like it's not rolling over to next year too. You can get the extension until the budgets roll over at the end of the summer. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Any other visitors' comments? Okay, seeing none, we're gonna go into reports, starting with the finance report.
Thank you. So our next monthly report will be due on Sunday, March 29th at 11:59 PM. So please be sure to keep that in mind and get it submitted on time. Initial allocation tests are also coming up, so I will be posting a template at the end of the week. So please also look out for that if your club is planning on requesting another initial allocation. You have one budget freeze for today, which is women in business. This is primarily because of their lack of communication with the executive board. And then I have one reclamation of $333.62 for Feminists Unite. They did hold the minimum events they were required to, but due to the executive board change, they had some leftover money, so we're just taking that back. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Any questions or comments for the finance committee report? Seeing none, legislative report first.
Thank you.
So we have 10 completed constitutional amendments. Woo, yay. And we passed the deadline for revisions. However, I have told my committee to reach out to the hubs that they were assigned to and give them, I believe, the date of, sorry, 1 second. I told them they can turn in constitutions up until March 30. After March 30, we will not be looking at any more constitutions, and the future legislative chair will be in charge of revising those constitutions. So if you are a part of the Westerner, Muslim Student Association, Black Student Union, Golden Bear Band, IEE, or Writers Forum, please reach out to the legislative committee member that reached out to you, or please reach out to me through email so that we can get your revisions done. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions or comments for legislative committee? Okay, seeing none, campus relations.
Okay, so something that we've been looking into for the end of the year is updating the Senate chambers. Nothing is finalized. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, but I would like to let you guys know what we're working on. We're looking into getting new furniture for the area so that we would be able to fit like an entire Senate in there. It is the Senate chambers. It would be nice if Senate happened there. So we're looking in for new furniture, new photos in the space to represent the student body or us together. So like reach out with suggestions if you believe that you can help make the space better. We're not looking into like rip up the flooring or change up the walls, but things in the space that you would like to see. Other capital projects, anything that I've been working on this semester and in past semesters from other campus relations chairpersons will be submitted in my rollover report, and they'll be able to be used by future e-boards. With facilities, so we can give suggestions to facilities about what we would like to see done on campus, but we have to know that anything that we ask and say is a priority for us will take them away from fixing issues like heating or if there's plowing. So we just have to remember that. We're looking into seeing if we can get students more involved with facilities. Maybe not actually doing facilities work, but right now I am the only connection that the student body has with facilities, and we're seeing this kind of like this divide kind of growing where facilities is doing things and students either don't know or have the wrong impression about what they're doing. So we're looking into something to bridge that divide. And also with faculty as well, like a lot of faculty don't really know what's going on, and we see that being a problem. And then lastly, co-curricular awards. Chairperson Greenwood and I will continue working on these awards for the end of the year and the award show. Part of my report will be the flyer for this. It'll also be posted on UPost after this. Please put people in. It would be really nice to nominate your friends or people you see on campus for some of the awards. That's up.
I'm gonna be less nice than he was about that. Everybody should nominate at least one club or one person, especially for the Senate awards. Like, we're literally hosting the event, running the event, and we should be nominating people for the rest of the campus community to vote on. Please.
Closes the 30th. Get them in.
Yeah. As of our meeting, mine, Vice President Cloutier, Director Grimman, Vice President Matthews meeting yesterday, the numbers were not that good. There were like barely any submissions, and there's almost 50 of us guys. So
I haven't done mine yet, but they're going to get in before the deadline, and I expect the same from everybody else.
Yes.
I could put the link in the group me as well.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Or a picture. Guys, please do it. Make my job easier.
Are there any questions or comments for CR? Yes, sir.
You said it was going to a vote. Who's actually voting on these things?
There's a committee.
Yeah, it's NATIVE staff, Chairperson Greenwood, Chairperson Kiernan.
I know. Maybe I'll be on it. It's because I'm a senior. That makes it more difficult. So I'll probably take myself out of there.
What do they actually take into consideration? Is it like the testimonies people write? Like
Yeah.
the-
It's basically getting a lot of votes, the testimony that you receive, because there is a part where you could say like why you're giving it, why you're nominating this person. And if we see like a reoccurring theme, like of course that's gonna help you.
You can nominate one person, like it lets you nominate like one specific person for multiple awards or one club for up to four.
Yeah.
And I submitted one for a club and I nominated them for two different things. So it like, keep that in mind too, because that helps the committee. It would suck for them to like be eligible for something and you to put in a statement that makes it so that they're clearly eligible for it, but they weren't officially nominated. So, you know, go out of your way, look at like what the awards are for, and you know, if they fit another category or if they couldn't fit into another category, just mark it so they can look at it. No, just some of them are seniors.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah. Yes, Senator.
Are you like excluded from voting at clubs that you're a part of? Like,
No.
can I nominate my own club?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Class of 26 counts.
Tim, you should have the council fill out that form too.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be helpful.
Yeah, especially when it comes to seniors.
Mm.
Yeah.
This is a totally random question I just thought of, but you know how there's always like the event of the year, for like level D through A clubs? How is that decided on? Because I think it's at the same award show that's presented, right?
It's like,
Yeah.
There's a couple different event or programs of the year. So one is like, given by student life, and then there's one that's given by level. The ones that are based on level is the tracking form that clubs use. So it's based on how many people participate in an event. And that one is like one of the student senate awards. So each level, we look at, what clubs had events and tracked their attendance at the events and whoever had the highest participation based on that tracking form.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments about co-curricular awards or campus relations related stuff? Okay, seeing none, public relations, does anyone have any questions or comments or anything to add for, yes?
Kat wants a picture of everyone in green after this.
Okay,
oh,
we're probably gonna,
even when she's not here, she's here.
we're probably gonna end early, so we'll wait to do that. Secretary of Academic Affairs, Secretary Bronson is not here today, but she will be sending out an update from our meeting with Interim Provost Slofsky to you all soon about our last meeting's conversation in regards to course offerings and research opportunities. So just be on the lookout for that. Are there any questions or comments about academic affairs? Okay, seeing none. We're gonna move into senators' comments. It's not on the agenda, but I have rollover report stuff, which Secretary Hill is gonna talk about, and election committee stuff. So we're gonna start with rollover report.
Okay, everyone should have gotten an email from me about the rollover reports. If you didn't, please check your email more often. You guys should be working on this. I know that like a lot of times your report is probably left till the week before, the week of. This is not that report. This, you have to compile all of your other reports. You're looking at past information. You don't have to wait for the most up-to-date stuff. This is all information that you've already gathered. There's a template. I put a lot of work into trying to describe things very specifically. If you have questions, reach out. Jess and I are the ones in charge of it technically, so reach out to us, talk to others, talk to other people in your constituency who did this last year. And this should hugely be a collaboration, more so than any of your other reports. I know a lot of people switch off week or month to month who does the report. This is not that report.
Something to add on that too. A copy of this will be available posted on UPost at Transitions. We typically send a copy to members of the Board of Trustees, who are people who are very well connected within the university community and in the private business community. Those could be your future employers. Don't be, set a bad impression for yourself through a rollover report. by not putting in a lot of effort. You could put in a lot of effort, you could set up an amazing impression for yourself and your constituency, just through that. So please keep that in mind. And keep in mind that it represents way more than just yourself. It represents the entire body. One bad rollover report will make the entire report bad. So please, please, please keep that in mind. Put it in effort, get it done. Yes.
If for whatever reason you're struggling with this or it's stressing you out or you can't seem to work with the rest of the people in your constituency, please email me, text me, we can meet, we can talk about it. I've written a bunch of these and I'm available to all of you as a resource if for whatever reason it's stressing you out or you're struggling.
Thank you. Any
Say
question?
one last thing too.
Yeah.
In the email, I made a really big point, and I'm gonna make a really big point stressing it now. I want this submitted as a Word doc. I think I made it on Kodiak, so you can only submit it as a Word doc, but I am not that great at Kodiak. So if I didn't, please submit it as a Word doc. It makes my job so much easier.
Okay.
After submission too, if there is a serious issue, one of Vice President Cloutier or Secretary Kilday might reach out to you. So please just look at your email. Like the term is coming to an end very fast and we need that done for the. So if they do email you repeatedly because of a rollover report thing, please don't put them in that position where they need to go in and put words into your guys' mouth in order to fix it and make it look right. This is your work. Highlight it, show it off. Yeah. Any questions or comments about rollover reports? Okay, seeing none, election stuff, I do have a brief update. I don't have exact numbers. I'll have exact numbers next meeting, but there was gonna be a contested race with College of Business. There were 4 people who turned in petitions. 2 of them switched to at large, so they didn't need to get additional signatures or anything like that. So there are no contested races, but that was the first time in a while where the petitions that came in that were contested weren't class council, which I think is a good thing. Making the Senate elections a little more competitive is only going to bring out the best senators. So we're moving in that direction. The fall one will most likely be very competitive because of there's like 6 available seats for the entire first year class to run for. And I believe one of them they're ineligible for because it's the athletics one. So 5. And they typically turn out the most for Senate elections. So that's a good update. There is a bad update, but the class of 28 council e-board, there is not a single e-board petition filed for the class of 28 council. So I will be reaching out to the current e-board members who class councils, their e-boards either serve till Senate end or some of them have served till the end of the year. I'm just going to ask them to get an application out so that they can get general members so that they can appoint e-board members eternally through the constitutional process. All they have to do is get the application out and pick general members. How they do that, I don't care. They just need to get membership so the council can actually function. Not having a junior class council that's gonna hurt their senior year stuff a lot. Even if we don't have similar fundraising methods that we do before, with some of the stuff that we are working on, you still want an active group on campus to promote, should we get more crowdfunding and stuff like that. So we want a group to be able to promote that stuff. We want a group to represent the class of 28. So if you know people in the class of 28, you're in the class of 28 and you're interested in just being a general member, be on the lookout for that. It's just going to be an application and then the current e-board is going to decide if people will be members or not. Does that make sense? Does anyone have any questions or comments about that? Okay. Seeing none, we'll move to actual senators' comments this time. Any senators' comments?
No, you guys all look great in green.
Yeah. Thank you all for dressing up for St. Patrick's Day. I really appreciate it. We are very, very festive. So I'll move to adjourn and then we'll take the photo, and anytime we have left after that, you guys can have your vote. Move to adjourn.
Second.
We'll do a voice vote. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Those abstaining? Motion passes.